You weren't mature for your age. You were forced to be. The quiet kid. The responsible one. The one who never caused problems. But no one ever asked why. Maybe you learned early that emotions weren't safe, so you stopped expressing them. Maybe you became the strong one, because no one else was. You handled things you were never supposed to handle. Stress, silence, expectations. While other kids were playing, you were figuring out how to survive. And people praised you for it. They called you independent, mature, different. But what they didn't see was what it cost you. When a child grows up too fast, something important happens psychologically. They don't just lose their childhood, they lose their sense of self. You become hyper-aware of others. You read emotions instantly. You adapt. You adjust. You shrink when needed. Not because you want to, but because you had to. This is called emotional hyper-independence. You stop relying on people, not because you're strong, but because you learned you couldn't. Here's the part no one talks about. Growing up too fast doesn't make life easier later. It makes it confusing. You struggle to relax, you feel guilty doing nothing, you overthink everything. Love feels unfamiliar. Rest feels uncomfortable. And asking for help feels wrong. Because deep down, your brain still believes, if I don't handle everything, everything falls apart. So you keep going, even when you're exhausted. But here's the truth you need to hear. You were never meant to carry all of that alone. That maturity was survival. That strength was adaptation. And that version of you? It did what it had to do. But you're not that child anymore. You're allowed to rest, to feel, to not have everything figured out. If this felt personal, it's because it is, and you're not the only one. Hit subscribe now for more psychology that explains human behavior on a deeper level.